Hi friends, Andy, vegan. I made lettuce today with some green herbs, kind of herbs that are some salad leaves that have a little bit of more intense flavor. You can use that as herbs too, as a seasoning for the lettuce. But first I make the salad dressing. Yeah, that is today it's Macadamia Mayonnaise. Very simple, just a small handful of macadamias and half an avocado. This is for the mayonnaise, yeah. Both are high in fat, of course this a little bit more, healthy fats. And a little fiber. And the base of the mayonnaise. And to that I add some apple cider vinegar. It is nice for a mayonnaise, has a strong flavor. It's sour. Yeah. It adds a nice strong flavor to the fat, and the fat can take a lot of flavor. Aromas travel on fat. So, and with a good amount of fat with the macadamias and the avocados, I can use a lot of flavor travel on. That is why, because of apple cider vinegar. And here I have black pepper and salt, a teaspoon each. And if you don't have a power blender, you can grind the pepper first. That maybe help. But here with a power blender, the whole peppercorns go in, and a little bit of water to blend it up. I can always add the water later. It cannot be a too thick mayonnaise because the salad leaves are tender rather. So that's why I cannot take too little water. Blender dance. So this is the first blending. As I have unsoaked nuts, I might make a second blending because there's a couple of minutes while the first blended nuts, I will soak a little bit, and I might make a second blending to make it really creamy. That's also good for the flavor. Let's taste it now. Very nice. Oh, perfect. Awesome. Yeah. I will need a little bit more water for the second blending. And now it will sit for a moment, waiting for the second blending and soaking a little bit more while I prepare the salad. The main ingredients here: salad bowl, the lettuce here. It's a kind of oak leaf lettuce here. These leaves are tender, and when they are brown a little bit, that's called oak leaf. And here I have a handful of these leaves. I washed them. That's important because there was sand in the lettuce, so wash them thoroughly. And then you might want to spin them in a salad spinner. That makes it nicer for the dressing, because when you have a dry leaf, it tastes better. Then the dressing has a better flavor. Otherwise you dilute the dressing, and then you have to season it again. So better have a dry leaf, but if you don't have a spinner, you can also help yourself and season a little bit stronger. So then a little bit more water in the dressing automatically from the salad leaves. But you have to wash the salad leaves, that's important. So this is what I have here, these wonderful leaves. You see they are pretty tender, but they have a little bit of firmness. These leaves, these lettuce leaves are a little bit firmer than the finest I can get. A little bit firmer, that's nice. Mayonnaise is also a little bit heavier than just a watery dressing, so this is good. And these are my wild leaves. You see this is wild from the farmer's market. Arugula, for example, here, and some other strong tasting leaves. Just they have their own selections. They have a little experience. The farmer's market. You can get these mixtures very nicely put together. I don't really know what kind of leaves they are. I know they're edible, They all sell them together as their certain selections, their choices, and I just use them to season the lettuce. The lettuce has a very tender flavor, and these more like arugula, and so they have a stronger flavor, and it is always nice little seasoning. So green leaves are in. Now I have carrots and walnuts. I just have make some sticks of the carrots and some walnuts. They fit together very nicely. Carrots and walnuts are a perfect combination. And the topping is olives. Some black olives also perfectly with walnuts, yeah, and they go on top. That's all I need. And now I go back to my dressings. They're beautiful here. It's very simple. You just put some ingredients together that you feel might be delicious together. Yeah. For example, I wouldn't put tomatoes in here. Yeah. I think, personally, I wouldn't like so much to combine carrots and tomatoes. Somehow the texture seemed to exclude each other. Yeah. Or I could cut the carrots very thinly, wafer thin. Yeah. Then they might go with carrots, but they are a little bit thicker here, these sticks. So, but that's up to you. Now, what do you like? I always quickly put together these ingredients. I make a choice. I think about it a little bit, and then I put them together. Chuck the dressing. Yeah. And when you choose your ingredients, then you decide what kind of dressing you make, because each dressing tastes different and fits to other ingredients. So I make a second blending here. I have been soaking now the walnuts, the macadamias. Second blending, let's see what happens. Second blender dance. So that should be enough. It looks very nice. It's very creamy now. The texture I like. It should be. It looks pretty perfect for this kind of salad. Let me taste it. Wonderful. Oh, the avocado, you blend it, and it's very creamy, very fine. It's almost a little bit foamy. Avocado is so nice for these dressings. It's a mayonnaise, it's delicious. I could make a video of it, now that I find this dressing so delicious, but let's see now. I show you. Can you see how foamy, that wonderful creaminess? And it's perfect with this salad. Wonderful. This dressing could be a staple. I could make a little bit more, keep it in the fridge, and have another salad every day with different ingredients. A versatile dressing. Go with as many ingredients, many different salads. This one is carrots, walnuts, olives, plus the greens. And well, this is a new kind of variation to me, and there's so much variety. We have so many different plants, and it's not so important which plants you use in general, you eat. Yeah, it's more important that you use a variety of plants. That's even more important, because every plant has something healthy. Yes, here more for this purpose. Walnuts, for example, are wonderful for the brain. And there are so many different health benefits of different plants, but in general, they are all healthy in a different way. So if you combine them in a large variety, then you profit most. So it's easy to have a healthy vegan diet. It should be whole, wholesome, mostly, and it should be right from nature as it grows, to keep it nice, and variety. And of course, plants. Only plants. No animals, for so many reasons. For the animals, for the planet, and for human health. That's it. Nothing can go wrong. I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. Maybe subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.